So everyone is saying that a recession is coming. Well, I know that many people have built wealth and even become millionaires during a recession. So let's go back and forth and have a conversation about how you and I can build wealth during the upcoming recession. So here we are in 2022 and inflation just went up by 3/4 and gas prices are just astronomically high. I think I'm paying about $5 a gallon now, having to buy a premium. Not only that, but there's a war in Ukraine. All these different things are the perfect storm to create a recession. And we can't forget about the Feds printing money in 2020 to boost the economy. Well, all of that is kind of coming back and hitting us in our face. So here we are on the brink of a recession. Now, the GDP has not been down consecutively yet, but we all know it's coming, and everything is kind of tight for a lot of people right now. And when things are tight for a lot of people, it's usually a domino effect. And that domino effect pretty much is a recession in of itself, where people are cutting back, people are laying off, people are just kind of in a panic mode. But I want you and I to stay calm. Let's stay calm in this storm, because there are so many people that have become wealthy during a recession, and I feel like now is our time to shine. You know, this is what this channel is all about. Is let's get wealthy together. I'm Deanna. Please like and subscribe. We have so much to go over today. As you can tell, I'm pretty excited about it. So here we go. So today I just want to share some tips and things that I've been researching and hearing about, and things that I just know about in regard to building wealth during a recession. I have notes here, so you'll see me look down a little bit, but first thing I want to say is during a recession, a lot of people are afraid for their job, right? They're 9 to 5. They want to know, am I going to get laid off? Am I going to be able to stay in my position? What's going to happen? So I just want to encourage you to take full knowledge of what's going on in your company. Don't have your head buried in the sand and be totally oblivious to what's happening with the company that you work for. What industry are you in? Is it a strong industry that can be recession proof? You know, now is not the time necessarily to quit a 9 to 5, but make sure that that foundation, this is your safety net right now. If you have a 9 to 5, to make sure that that part of money is still coming in, pretty seamlessly, and there's not any kind of scare about whether or not you'll be laid off or not. Now, with that in mind, there are some companies, some industries that are considered recession proof. And to go through them real quick, it'll be things like the government, anything healthcare related, whether you're a CNA or you are a social worker, a nurse, doctor, even if you're the janitor at a hospital, you are pretty much safe. Anything financial related, whether it be accounting or any kind of advice that you give in regards to money, it's pretty much safe. Any kind of professional type of business type of positions, HR, some certain managers of certain kind of companies. Manufacturing is probably going to do okay if you are like a truck driver, or if you're doing some things like about moving freight, things like that. Information type media companies and telecommunications, if you're one of the people that kind of gets the news out, be it a writer or some kind of anchor or something like that. And then service, cosmetologists. You know, I'm not gonna stop getting my hair done. Some people will, but some people like to maintain their look. Why? Because, you know, it helps them to feel good about themselves. Even if you're doing some kind of cleaning for a business, or if you're kind of a mechanic or anything like that. These are some of the positions, some of the areas in business that are going to be safe for the most part during a recession. So another thing you should be working on during a recession or leading up to one is to get your credit straight. There are 3 credit bureaus right now. I think it's gonna condense soon, but right now there's still 3. You can go online to Google and just Google free credit report. Make sure you go in and get the free one. You can get a free credit report from all 3 every year. Print that, look at it, go on there, and if you have creditors, contact them and find out what you need to do in order to get that account straightened out. Sometimes they're willing to settle for a lesser amount. Sometimes you can dispute if it's something that you know you don't owe or you already paid. But be sure to start getting those things out of the way so it won't hold you back as you're trying to create wealth now and in the future. Even sometimes, even if you get on a payment plan, it'll look better on your credit report, right? The next thing I've seen people do and that I do is I created passive income. Okay, so things like going to go teach something that I'm really good at, or creating some kind of online shopping experience where I have people purchasing things that I sell all times of the night. It's pretty hard in the beginning when you're setting up and getting ready and you're trying to figure out stock and all that stuff. We'll go over that. I'll make a video about that type of thing. But in the beginning, it's a lot of work. But once you get it done, it's done. Whether you're setting up a store on Amazon, you're writing a book, whatever it is as far as passive income you want to do, go ahead and start getting that underway so that you can create multiple streams of income during a recession. You may say, nobody's going to buy anything during a recession. Yes, they will. I just named a whole list of people that aren't going anywhere. Their money isn't going to change. I, for one, have streams of income that will not change during a recession because they're recession proof. I do marketing for a healthcare facility for nurses. That's not going to change. So, and I'm a professor as well. That's not going to change. People are still going to take classes. So it's just certain things like that I will be one of the people that are still stimulating the economy because of my streams of income. And at the same time, I will still be indulging and purchasing the things that I want despite there being a recession. Another thing that I want to bring up is during recessions, people do purchase real estate. Now, I know right now, it is kind of touchy subject, inflation rates are up, and interest rates are up for homes. So right now, if you purchase a home, your payment may be a bit higher than what it would have been 6 months ago, right? But during a recession, there are people that are going to face foreclosures. There are people that are going to have to do short sale. What's a short sale? A short sale is basically selling your house for the amount of money that you owe on it, right? So you own a property, you paid $125, you paid it down on $170, you're in trouble. You've missed all these different payments. You need to do a short sale. You contact the bank, they say, hey, if you want to save your credit, go ahead and do a short sale. You can walk away. So a short sale basically can come up for sale for that amount, for the decreased amount that's owed on that home. At the same time, if you find a deal that is irresistible, there's something that you find in a neighborhood that a lot of people are moving out of, but it's a decent neighborhood and you have the credit or the money to go ahead and make a purchase, go ahead and make the purchase. Don't let this interest rate stop you, because what did you do first? You got your credit straight. So you're gonna get the best interest rate that you possibly can right now, maybe a little high because of how things are, but you can always refinance. You can always refinance and get a better rate at a later time. But in the meantime, you have a property. Your payment may be a couple hundred more, depending on, the price of the home or something like that. But you're going to be able to make sure that you get something that you can afford, that you can either fix up and get tenants in. So I do recommend buying real estate to a certain extent if it makes sense. Now, you going out and buy a home for yourself to live in, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that for a recession time, especially if you already have a home. But like I said, if you find a deal that you cannot refuse, Why not? The next thing I would recommend during a recession is to have a no spend week or no spend month, meaning you spend no money. You only buy your necessities. You only buy food. You only pay your mortgage, your rent, car payment, utilities. That's it. Anything outside of your basic needs, like no shopping for clothes, shoes, take a no spend week, no spend month, and you'll find that you'll be able to save more money. You also need to be trying to build your savings during recession. Stockpiling what you can stockpile to make smart purchases, to make investments, doing things like that. Also, invest in yourself. This is a perfect time to hone your craft. I've talked about it many times. Despite whether or not you think you are an expert in the area, you always can learn something additional, more, new tricks. Things are constantly evolving, so always invest in your craft. Whether you're taking an online class, you're going to a technical school, taking a class, maybe you want to take up a degree in something, whatever it is. Make sure that you are honing it. You can watch YouTube videos, every day or every other day or once a week, once a month, whatever, to just up your game in whatever it is that you are an expert in. Next, I want to talk about building relationships and maintaining relationships during a recession. Like, you may see some people, or you want to continuously network and get to know them and build relationships, something that somebody is doing that you're interested in, or they may know someone that can help to better you now or in the future, to give you advice, whatever it is. Even if it's just to maintain a certain relationship, continue to do that during this recession. And I have got to say, for my last point, invest in stock. There was just recently another stock split that I'm gonna be doing a video about very soon, but watch the market. Figure out who's selling what at what prices and take advantage of that. A lot of things are discounted right now. I did a whole video on purchasing some stock for Amazon. It split. Because of that split, it's so much more affordable. A lot of things are discounted. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to see a return on your investment right away. It may be 2-3 years. It could be 5 years. It could be 10 years. I by no means am a financial advisor, and I do not give professional financial advice. However, I can see things that make sense. Whatever it is that you have an interest in, things that you want to buy, things that you see that are on sale, as far as stocks are concerned, you should most certainly take advantage of this discounted time and purchase. Pretty much anyone can afford a $30 stock or eventually a $100 stock. If you are having your no spend months, if you are getting your credit straight, you're doing all these things that you should be doing anyway, I guarantee you that you will see a return in years to come. Will you be a millionaire? I don't know, but I do know that you'll be a whole lot wealthier than you are now. So let's do it. Let's become wealthy together. If you have additional tips to add to this, be sure and comment below so that we all can see them and that everybody can take advantage. I love some of the comments that you guys are leaving, some of the advice, and I'm even learning quite a bit from it myself. So let's continue to do that. My name is Deanna. Thank you for watching today. Please like and subscribe. See you soon.